Alright, so I'm back again. I had to make this video just randomly, even put down my little crocheting stuff. Anyway, I had somebody contact me who is close to me, and he was telling me about a ketogenic diet, ketones. I basically found out that our bodies run on glucose, and we cut out that sugar, the cancer can't survive. Sorry, I'm just going to jump right into it, so bear with me. Yeah, so when we don't have the glucose, our bodies switch over to ketones. Now, any normal cell in our body can use these ketones as energy. Cancer cells cannot. So this effectively starves the cancer. You have to stay away from bad fats, like fried foods and obviously stuff, but if you're doing healthy fats, like coconut oil, olive oil, avocado, flaxseed oil, in their natural state, this switches your body over, and staying away from like the sugars and the simple carbs and the pasta and the grains and all of that stuff, your body starts using up all the glucose, and then it switches over to the ketones, which is key. Now, this is the problem I'm having. With Gerson, I was doing some research and I couldn't find any negatives. Now, everybody might say, like, oh, that's good, that means you have a 100% healing rate, you are good to go, but that's not true. Go search any medication, go search any diet, go search anything, and you'll find the negative. You'll find somebody it didn't work for, because I'm not bashing the Gerson diet. Like, we all have different conditions, we all have different genetics, we've all gone through different medical history, we've been on different meds, which can change our pathology. So much can happen. We have different dietary needs. Anyways, I was almost unable to find any negative. And being very medically grounded, I know better than to believe anything that has no negative. Do you know what I'm saying? And not only that, anyone who has money will really push for a good thing to be heard. So many things, like Ivy Lease from Crispy Cancer. I know I talk about her a lot. I just love her. She's pushing for like a grassroots mistletoe therapy. And that's not easy. It costs a lot of money. Even like someone like that is pushing to get clinical trials and prove medically and get it peer reviewed, etc., etc. Gerson is $5,500 or somewhere in that range per week, and you have to do a minimum of 2 weeks. That's like 10, 12 grand. So $12,000. So, and there's usually 10 patients in each clinical round. So 12 grand per person, multiply that by 10, you have money to do clinical trials. You have money to put this through peer review. And it has not been, which alarms me, because as much as I love a natural healing process, I do believe that there needs to be facts. I do believe in constantly searching. If you believe in the natural and the medical, both of those still need science. Whether you're naturopathic or whether you're completely medical, they're both going to be scientific. And through science, you're not supposed to stop questioning. It's a constant search. It's constantly changing. Science is to constantly question life and find those answers that nobody has. And it bothers me that Gerson has not presented its information, its documentation for peer review, for clinical trials, for anything. And I cannot find any back history on who died because of what. And I found out the reason why there's no log of natural therapy deaths is because you'll be logged under your illness. Died because of Crohn's complications. Died of leukemia, stage 4. Died of internal bleeding. Because it's not recorded what therapy you're on because it's not accepted medically. And so a large amount of deaths go unrecorded, and I found that Gerson does not keep these records either. And there's an excuse saying, oh, well, so many patients come through, there's no way we can keep these records. What do you think doctors do? They keep records of every patient, and I should know because my file is like, it can't even close. And then there's an extra one. So the excuse of there's too many people. You can't keep records of that. It is bullshit. Complete bullshit. Not only that, I find a lot of it, like if something goes wrong, it's like, oh, you weren't following the diet close enough. Oh, you're too toxic. There have been people who have been turned away from the clinic I've found and been told not to contact them again. And if something goes wrong with you in this clinic, these two clinics are in countries where you cannot sue them. Yeah, that's scary. If I have an allergic reaction and have lifelong sickness from a prescription that goes wrong, I can sue them. That's my medical right. But if you go to these clinics and you get worse, or it's not working for you, or something goes wrong, they never take responsibility and you cannot sue them. So this is my dilemma. I am very uneasy about this. 14 years in the medical industry has not taught me nothing, if you know what I mean. You learn very quickly that there is always some rhyme or reason, there is always backlog, there's always a paper trail, there's something, but I have found nothing. And this alarms me being on Gerson. So I'm going to do more studies into the ketogenic diet and possibly pretty much sold on it. Getting there, you know, because I've seen testimonies of a man who had like cancer in his bones, stage 4. They gave him 3 months to live. That's not a light testimony. That bone cancer is nothing to mess around with, not that any cancer is. When they send you home to die and you live, what are the chances, right? So proof is in the pudding sort of deal. I will keep you posted, and if anyone has any comments or has followed the ketogenic diet, send them my way. If you've been healed from anything with the ketogenic diet, Crohn's, cancer, celiac, I have a small bit of colitis as well. You know, I am open to it. So, God bless, don't stress, and yeah, just keep your head up and keep your heart and your mind open. Cheers! Oh, and happy holidays. Mwah.